Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video of mine, and today we're going to be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. So let's get into it. Now, as many people know, Avatar: The Last Airbender is considered to be one of, if not the, greatest animated series of all time. And I agree with those people. And that's coming from someone who hadn't watched Avatar ever since a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, it was an emotional roller coaster, and I absolutely loved every bit of it. Yes, including the Great Divide. So that's why I figured I could make a video about it. Now, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite Avatar characters throughout the series. Just note, I love all of them. There was not a single one that I hated. Alright? Now with that out of the way, let's get to the ranking. First up, we have Suki of the Kyoshi Warriors. She's smart, she's funny, she's a great fighter, and she's always a great addition to the series. The only reason she's this low on the list is that she could have been a bit more fleshed out and made more appearances during the series. I know she was there for a lot of Season 3, but if she was there for a lot more of Seasons 1 and 2, I probably would have ranked her a lot higher on this list. So, moving on to number 9. Next up, we have Mei, master knife thrower, threatening villain, and elite member of Ozai's Angels. Much like Suki, she is smart, she's a great fighter, and she genuinely had some funny moments that made me laugh. But, again, like Suki, she could have shown up a little bit more throughout the series to flesh her out just a little bit more, which I absolutely would have loved. But the only reason she is above Suki is in the Boiling Rock Part 2 with that "you miscalculated" scene. It still gets me to this day. Coming in at number 8, we have Katara, our first Bender. And trust me when I say, her character arc is one of the best throughout the entire series. It's no Zuko or Aang, but trust me, it's definitely in the top 5. Now I know not everyone likes Katara, heck, even I found her to be annoying at a couple of points in the series, but that doesn't make her a bad character. Plus, she's had a lot of great moments from the series too, whether it be fights or comedy bits. She can really do it all as a character, which is why she's here at number 8. Next up, we have Aang, the boy frozen in ice, the Avatar, the last Airbender, and the one who would eventually save the world. Now don't get me wrong, Aang's character arc throughout the entire series is wonderful, his backstory is tragic, and his character is actually really great. The only problem I have with Aang, though, is that when he is not the main focus of an episode, it just seems that he's kind of there throughout the entire thing. Regardless, I still love Aang. Now let's move on with the list. Up next, we have Azula, undoubtedly the greatest villain throughout the entire series. She is the perfect blend of threatening, evil, and tragic all at the same time. Now, although I do like Aang's character more than I like Azula's, there is a reason why I put her above Aang. That reason being that while sometimes Aang can fade into the background of other characters' stories, Azula does not have that problem. You know that whenever you see her on screen, something big is about to go down, which I really do admire in her character. Coming in at number 5, we have none other than Toph, the blind bandit and the Avatar's earthbending teacher. Now, Toph was easily one of the best things to arrive in Season 2, and although I wasn't completely on board with her character for the first couple of episodes she was in, she quickly won me over with her unique earthbending skills and her charisma. And although she didn't have a gigantic character arc like many of the other characters, her screen presence alone was enough to make me put her at this point in the list. Coming in at number 4, we have Ty Lee, the final member of Ozai's Angels, and definitely my favorite one. Now, Ty Lee is an interesting character to say the least. She has no bending, but can somehow chi block someone by using pressure points, I'm guessing? She can literally take out an entire squad of soldiers by herself. Add to the fact her surprising amount of depth and her infectious personality, and you've got yourself one heck of a character. Now, although she doesn't have a gigantic character arc, and she probably didn't get enough screen time as many of the other characters, I truly believe she is a far more interesting character than many other people believe, which is why she's here in this spot. Kicking off our top 3, we have Uncle Iroh, Zuko's main mentor and owner of the Jade Dragon Tea Shop. From his comedic bits with Zuko to giving words of wisdom that even hold true in this day and age, he is just an impossible character to hate. Add to that some badass firebending, and you got yourself one of the most likable characters in the entire series. Coming in at number 2, we have Sokka, Master of the Boomerang and the Space Sword. Sokka's role as a character in most episodes is to be the comedic device, which he does beautifully. He definitely has some of the most hilarious moments in the entire series. But his emotional moments are actually really great as well. From that meeting with his father to learning how to master the space sword, Sokka really can do it all. He is a perfect comedic character and a really good emotional character too, which is why he's in the number 2 spot. And coming in at number 1, of course, Zuko, my favorite character in the entire series. Now, before I saw Avatar: The Last Airbender, I had no idea why people loved Zuko so much. He just seemed to me like some sort of edgy teen protagonist. But when I watched the series and actually took a look at Zuko's character, it clicked. Zuko basically has the perfect redemption arc, or at least the most perfect that I've ever seen. He did mistakes in his past, and he wants to fix them. He has demons that he wants to get rid of, but they will not go away. Not to mention, his interactions with a lot of our heroes, and sometimes even our villains, are downright iconic. Who can forget the Blue Bandit? Or perhaps my favorite fight in the entire series, Azula versus Zuko in the finale. I absolutely love that scene. And I can make a whole video about why I love it. Who knows, maybe I will one day. But for now, that is why I love Zuko. But anyway, tell me, who is your favorite Avatar character? And until next time, goodbye!